Okay, Sec 2 and A, today we'll be going through the homework that you have been given, the assignment for yesterday. So let's take a look at your workbook, page 117, question number 4. A map is drawn to a scale of 1:40,000. So we all know map is to actual is 1 cm is to 40,000 cm. They want you to find the actual area that is represented by 3 cm square on the map, giving your answer in square kilometers. Now I need to change the actual cm into kilometers first. So I do cm. Now how do I change cm to meters? Divide by 100. So I get 400 meters. Then I get 1 cm is to change it to kilometers, divide by 1,000. 0.4 kilometers. Now, this 3 cm square is obviously the area. So we got to draw our square to get the area of the square. Alright, this is 1 cm by 1 cm. This is 0.4 km by 0.4 km. Now 1 cm times 1 cm will give you 1 cm square. Now let's take a look at the calculator on the right. 0.4 times 0.4 will give us 0.16. So this is 0.16 km square. I want 3 cm square on the map. So I want 3 cm square on the map. So what do? I just multiply by 3. So this I also multiply by 3. Multiply by 3. I get 0.48 kilometers square. And this is my final answer for part I. So this is part I. So therefore, actual area is 0.48 kilometers square. You have to write this last statement. Part 2. Calculate the area on the map that represents an actual area of 160,000 meters square. Now we got to take note that the actual area here is in meter square. If it's in meter square, do I use number 1, number 2, or number 3? Which of those gives you meter? Only the second one. So if the second one gives you meter square, so we have to do 1 cm is to 400 meters. We got to draw a square because it's area. So we got to draw a square. 1 cm by 1 cm is to 400 meters by 400 meters. Now 1 cm times 1 cm is 1 cm square. 400 meters times 400 meters, let's check our calculator. 400 times 400, I get 160,000. 160,000 meters square. So they ask you, what is the area on the map that represents an area of 160,000? If you realize this is already 160,000. So therefore the answer is 1 cm square. Therefore, map area is 1 cm square. Done. Let's move on to the next question. If you have any questions, you can text me or pause the video and do your corrections. The next question is on your review exercise, page 122, question number 8. A map at a scale of 1 cm is to 0.25 km. So we have map and we have actual is 1 cm is to 0.25 km. Express the scale of the map in the form 1 is to n. Now if you remember, 1 is to n, both of the units here are cm. They just don't write it for you. So we got to change this to cm. Now how do we change this to cm? 1 cm is already in cm. 0.25 km you just need to multiply by 1,000 to give you the meters. So it's 250 meters. Now, then you have to multiply by another one more 100 to give you the cm, which is 25,000 cm. Of course, remove the units, so you get 1 is to 25,000. That is the answer for part I. Let's move on to part 2. If a river has a length of 3 cm on the map, find its actual length giving your answers in kilometers. Now, I have 1, 2, and 3. Which one is the actual length in kilometers? The answer is 1. The actual length in kilometers, so we must use this. So for part 2, I will always start with 1 cm is to 0.25 km. From here, it says 3 cm on the map. 3 cm on the map is on the left. So I just need to multiply by 3 on both sides. So here multiply by 3. Here also multiply by 3. Sorry. So it's 0.25 multiplied by 3. 0.75 kilometers. That is part 2. Part 3. If the distance between two towns is 8 kilometers. Now, when they say distance between two towns is 8 kilometers, 8 kilometers cannot be the map distance. Because how can a map be 8 kilometers? Think about it, 8 kilometers is very, very far away. Okay, calculate the distance on the map. Again, I will use number 1 because it's in kilometers. So 1 cm is to 0.25 kilometers. I want 8 kilometers. I need to know 8 multiplied by how much. So what am I going to do? I take 8. I take 8 divided by 0.25. I get 32. So I know multiply by 32 will give me 8 kilometers. So on the left, I also multiply by 32. So it's 32 cm. Alright? So therefore, map distance is 32 cm. Part 2, actual length is 0.75 kilometers. Alright, that's all for this question number 8. Let's take a look at the next practice question, question 11. Question 11 says a map of a region of Singapore is drawn to a scale of 1 is to 25,000. Now 1 is to 25,000 means 1 cm is to 25,000 cm. Remember what I always do is to do cm to cm and then do cm to meters and then do cm to km. In this way, I'm able to use any of the units conversion. Now, cm change to meter is divided by 100, so 25,000 divided by 100, 250. Meters change to kilometers is divided by 1,000, 0.25 kilometers. So you see, I got cm to cm, cm to meters, cm to km. Free for me to use. Now, part 2. If two councils are 3.5 kilometers apart, this is the actual length. Find the corresponding distance on the map. Now, if you note, the unit here is kilometers. Obviously, I would use kilometers. So I would use 1 cm is to 0.25 kilometers. I want to find out 3.5 kilometers. How many cm is this? So how do I go from here to here? Multiply by what? On my calculator, I just press 3.5 divided by 0.25. I get 14. So I know, 0.25 multiplied by 14 will give me 3.5. So if I multiply by 14 on the right, I also need to multiply by 14 on the left. I get 14 cm. Therefore, map distance is 14 cm. That is part I. Part 2. If a reservoir has an area of 16 cm square on the map, calculate its actual area in square kilometers. Again, it's asking for square kilometers. So do we use 1, 2 or 3? We use 3 because this is the only one that is able to give me square kilometers. So I use part 2. I use 1 cm is to 0.25 km. To find the area, draw a square. 1 cm by 1 cm, 0.25 km by 0.25 km. Now find the area. 1 cm times 1 cm give you 1 cm square. 0.25 times 0.25 gives you 0.0625 km square. They said the reservoir has 16 cm square on the map. So 16 cm square is on the left. 16 cm square is on the left. So you times 16. On the right, you also times 16. 0.0625 times 16. You get 1. You get 1 kilometer square. That's the answer. So therefore, actual area is 1 kilometer square. You're done. Okay, last question, question number 12. Now it says the floor plan of a basement of a shopping center is drawn to a scale of 1 is drawn to a scale of 1:400. Now same 1:400 means 1 cm is to 400 cm. Okay, I like to change. So this cm to cm, I will change to cm to meters. Now change to cm to meters is divided by 100, you get 4 meters. Change to km, 4 divided by 1000 is 0.004 km. So I got 1, 2, 3 cm to cm, cm to meter, and cm to km. Now it says if a corridor has a length of 24.5 cm on the plan, find its actual length giving your answers in meters. Now they want actual length in meters. Actual length in meters is here, so I use number 2. So it's 1 cm is to 4 meters. Now it has a length of 24.5 on the plan. 24.5 cm is on the plan, which is on the map. So I need to multiply by 24.5 on the left. So I also need to multiply by 24.5 on the right. So it's 24.5 multiplied by 4. I get 98. So actual length is 98 meters. Now let's do part 2. A fast food restaurant occupies a floor area of 400 meters square. Find the area on the plan. Again, the units meter square. That is the actual area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use number 2. 1 cm is to 4 meters. Now, area, draw a square to get the area. Draw a square to get the area. 1 cm is to 1 cm. The area is 1 cm square. 4 meters, the area is 16 meters square. They said the actual area is 400 meters square. So the actual area is 400 meters square. How do I get from 16 meters square to 400 meters square? I use the calculator, take 400, divide by 16, I get 25. So I know multiply by 25. If I multiply by 25, I'll get 400. So the other side, I also multiply by 400. Multiply by 25. So it's 25 cm square. So find its area on the plan. Therefore, area on plan is 25 cm square. Now let's take a look at part 3. If a supermarket has an area of 0.25 meters square on the plan, oh, this is 0.25 meters on the plan, calculate its actual area in square meters. Again, I will use number 2. 1 cm is to 4 meters. But if you realize this unit is different from this unit, it's on the plan, so it's on the left side. This is cm and that one is meters square. So what we do is we change our scale. Don't change the question, change our scale from 1 cm, change to meters. So 1 change to meters, 0.01. So this 0.01 meters is to 4 meters. So both are in meters now. They want area. If they want area, we're going to draw a square and find the area. This is 0.01 meters, 0.01 meters. This is 4 meters, this is 4 meters. Now 0.01 times 0.01, 0.0001. So it's 0.0001 meters square. 4 times 4 is 16 meters square. Now it says 0.25 meters square on the plan. So how do I know what to multiply to get 0.25? Very simple. Just take 0.25 divided by 0.0001. You get 2,500. So you know you need to multiply by 2,500 just to get 0.25 meters square. So on the other side, you also need to multiply by 2,500. So you take 2,500 multiplied by 16, you get 40,000 meters square. So therefore, your actual area is 40,000 meters square. That's all. Okay, please do your corrections and email me your corrections and answers. That's all.